So the last one ended on quite a note.
I know, and you said that this one is
A doozy.
eventful.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, well, here we go.
just ready to get right into it. Bring it.
No, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know.
You're braced. You're steeled. Let's go.
Yeah.
I took 2P with me when I left. 1S was too agitated to safely open the cell without chancing his escape, and I was
Weak.
full strength.
Yeah.
I locked 2P in a room alone while I recuperated. Normally isolation is a punishment, but this time I wanted some time to myself. 2P was already upset when we left, and being left alone for so long did no favors.
Are you mad at us? Please don't hurt him. Don't hurt my brother. He didn't mean to, I swear.
He definitely meant to.
Really? You aren't mad at him?
I would have done the same thing in his place. I'm in no position to judge. I should have been more careful.
Interesting.
Mad at me?
Sigh.
Such a fragile state would lead to usual comforting on his return.
Or so I thought.
This time,
Brother?
how could you do that? Things did not go as usual.
Yeah.
He was hurt.
We could have escaped. We could have got out of here and you throw it away for him.
Well, what was I supposed to do?
Let him die! It's not like he doesn't deserve it after everything he's done to you. He should have died. If I was the one out there, I would have...
You would have what?
How could you let someone...
How could you choose him over me?
That's an equally good
They
question.
did not say anything.
Oh,
I checked in on
boys.
them before I left. I saw for the first time that they were sleeping apart. I'd long assumed that the bond they developed was unbreakable, only strengthening under duress. Anything done to drive them apart would only bring them closer together. It appears I was wrong.
Oof.
Entry. This is becoming worrisome. A potential problem. The two of them have not reconciled, and as a result, they are doing poorly. I remember being concerned about this earlier when I first introduced them to each other. My misgivings were not unfounded. Their first taste of loneliness is poisoning them. 1S refuses to speak to me at all.
He's just dead
I'll follow
inside.
directions, but he only puts in the barest minimum of effort, regardless of threats or punishment.
Do you notice he's dressed all chill now?
Normally,
Well, I mean, his normal sweater got wrecked. It's all burned.
To prove something. But lately, nothing. He does not even seem angry. Just lifeless. Hopeless. Even the slightest movement seems to exhaust him. It is worryingly, increasingly difficult to get him to even wake up each day. 2P does not lack for energy, but it comes with a new fragility. He'd relied on his 1S's support before whenever he failed at something, and now, with nothing to bolster him, he's lost.
The poor boy's anxiety is like at its
Even
peak.
tests he used to pass are becoming impossible. With each new failure, he gets worse. He's begun asking me for reassurance, which certainly proves he's desperate. It's strange to see them so quiet. I wonder what they're thinking.
Sadness
I always thought
and
maybe
depression.
the day when 2P realized that his mercy would have real consequences. That it would get people hurt. But now that it's come, it's just inconvenient.
Oh man.
At this rate, little is going to be accomplished. I'm not sure they'll even heal each other properly like this. The question is, what to do? These sorts of social dramas
See,
are-
there he is sewing his lab coat.
Yeah.
He's dressed too
I'm
chill.
not sure.
Well, he's not gonna wear a burnt,
I know the
like,
focal point of this.
shredded lab coat. He's gotta fix it first.
It looks as though 2P is having a nightmare.
No.
Usually 1S is so close by you can wake him, but this time
Is he awake and listening?
He's alone.
Huh. You don't see his face to know whether or not he's awake and just listening to him.
Well, we're about to find
Okay.
out. Oh, babies.
Come on, bro. You gotta breathe.
I always said you were right. Are you still hating me?
Oh, jeez. I don't hate you.
I don't understand. You said I was. You always understood before when I didn't want to kill anything, but this time you.
It wasn't the same. We couldn't.
I know, but I'd always be thinking about how we left him, and you're so. I want to say whatever will make you stop being
Yeah,
mad at
Sans
me, but
doesn't
I
know
don't
about
what
love.
it is. I wish he was dead.
Jeez, you don't have to do that.
I wish he was. I wish I'd left him.
Don't say that. You're just gonna work yourself up again. I know you don't mean it.
I do. I really.
You don't mean it. It's not in you. It's in me and it's in him, but it's just not in you. I guess it's how you're made. And it wasn't really fair to ask you that in the first place, I guess. It's just... we were so close. We were so close to getting out of here and never getting hurt again. And I'm sick of seeing you get hurt, you know? Sometimes I hate him so much for it, it scares me. And seeing you heal him, thinking about it still makes me mad. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve someone like you caring about him after everything he's done. You got all this faith in him and he ain't ever gonna pay it back to you. You're too good for him. And I really would have let him die if I was out there. So maybe you're too good for me, too. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get how you can be like that. I think I really messed this up.
I don't get how you could leave someone to die either. But I don't think that makes you bad. Just because you could, or you think you could, that doesn't mean you will, right? You could make a good choice instead. And I know you'd make a good choice.
See, I don't get how you do that. I have faith in these things that just hurt you.
You're my brother. I trust you. I know you'd make the right choice. Everyone can make the right choice if they just try. I know they can. I know you can. Even if you hurt people or do bad things, that doesn't mean you still can't decide to be good instead. You can always be good, no matter what you've done. And if it's too hard to be good, then I'll help you. You can trust me too.
I just don't get it. Me and him both don't get it. God, we really are the same.
You're not the same, brother. You care about me.
That's true.
You're the only one that's ever really cared about me.
These voice actors, they're so good.
You too.
Oof. My heart.
I'm sorry I asked you to do something like that. Probably wouldn't have worked out anyway. Nothing ever does.
We're babies. Hug. Hug time. Hug it out. How long are you gonna make him wait?
Man, he's looking bad.
I'll get out of here someday. I promise. Somehow.
Okay.
Sans is just hanging on by a thread. He's...
It seems like you and your brother, subject to, have reconciled.
Yes.
You don't sound very enthused. Well, no!
Oof.
I liked that one too. Nothing to say. Okay. Like some smart comment about my clumsiness, or perhaps a clever parallel drawn between breaking a cup and breaking your eye. Something of that nature. It's unlike you to pass up an opportunity to kneel me. How are you feeling?
What do you
I keep closer tabs on your emotional state than you might think, for a few different reasons. I assumed your energy level would improve after it was resolved, but that seems not to be the case.
Yes, so.
How do you feel?
I don't feel anything. Hey, guess we got something in common, huh?
I don't like that. It's unnerving.
I guess he found it a little unnerving too.
Yeah.
Because he didn't do his smart aleck comeback.
Play with me. It'll make you feel better.
I don't really feel like
It'll definitely make you feel better than just lying there.
Nah, sometimes you need to just lie there.
it. Okay.
Alright, so who do you want to be? Him or us?
Okay.
No.
Pick one.
Whichever one you want.
Fine. You'll be us and I'll be him, okay?
What is this game?
Well, I mean, they don't know anything else,
Right?
so they don't have any basis for other characters.
Or the one where we talk him into stuff and...
I don't know. Whichever one you want.
You're making this really hard.
And not fun.
Yeah.
Let's do the one where we talk him out of it. You're always...
But Papyrus is determined.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Would you come with me? I'm going to do something really painful to you for no reason.
Okay.
Hannah, that's not how it goes.
Okay.
No, just okay me. You're not listening. Come on, you could try a little harder. He won't miss it.
Come with me unless you can think of a reason why you should.
Okay.
Something difficult.
Papyrus's Gaster impression is everything.
Hannah.
Oh, it works. It's never gonna work either. No matter what we do, he's never gonna stop. We're never gonna get out of here.
Oh,
It's just gonna
the spiral.
Never.
Oh, don't cry. Don't cry. It's okay. We don't have to do that one if you don't want.
Honey, I don't want to. I can't stop.
Oh, poor baby.
What's wrong with you?
Everything's wrong with me. Everything.
No, don't think like that.
Everything.
Don't cry.
No.
Oh, brother, close your eyes. That'll make you feel better.
I can't. It's not working.
It's not
Oh, baby.
I'm trying and it's not working. I'm trying and it's not.
He's in a massive panic attack.
Yeah.
I can't
You can't think straight. You can't
anymore.
function.
It's not true. You can't.
I can't even flow anymore. That's how broken I am.
You're not broken.
How can you say that? Look at me. Look at me.
I am looking at you. And I see a skeleton who can still grow.
He chose Sansa's color to glow his eyes. I can't.
I can't do it.
Yes, you can. I know you can. I believe in you. I know you can do it.
Why?
Because I can see you. The real you. Even when you can't. And I know you can grow. I know you can.
Aw, boop.
You see? I told you. I knew you could.
It's you, alright?
Do you feel better?
A little. Sorry I keep doing this. I don't want to.
Yeah, but you can't just bury it either.
You can make it up to me by finishing our game properly. Come on.
They're so sweet. Papyrus's belief in him is just
Where is he? He's been late more and more often lately. I'm sorry. I'm here. My apologies. I got caught up in something. I should have all the readings you requested. Is something wrong? Okay. Oh, gosh, what happened to your face? It's cracked.
Oh, just an accident where I got yoinked into a force field.
Yes, I had to do some repairs. Thankfully, I still have the sewing box to do.
Don't bring that up. Let's just not.
Anyway, about the port. But
Oh.
You're shaking even now.
Oh.
You're still in pain, aren't you?
Asgore cares so much.
It's about them, Asgore. If we're not going to talk about the core, then I might as well leave. When did this accident occur?
Oh.
I'm serious.
Uh,
I can do my best to heal you if you want.
Fine. Call me when you want to be serious.
oh, they're very serious.
Dr. Gaster.
Uh-oh. Oh no, he used the full name.
I
Well,
speak to you.
no, he still used his initials, but...
Now, severely.
There you go.
I'll deal with it on my own. It's not your concern. You are being extremely childish. Come here.
He's going king mode.
Come here. No. Why
Grabbed him.
So hard. Take care of
Dude, Asgore's huge. He can just yank... he can just yeet him off his feet.
Stop it. Stop. Stop it! Stop caring about me. It'll be easier if you don't. I'm really worried about it.
No kidding, man. No kidding. Yeah.
You can't keep this up much longer. You just I can't get out!
Oh, he knocked over another cup. Well, at least that one didn't break. But waste of good coffee.
What time is it? When's the last time I ate? When's the last time they ate? Did I do that test today?
Brain fog at its finest.
I miss a day, it's going to throw the whole baseline off.
I'm so hungry.
I know, but I'm sure it'll come soon. Come on, try solving this one. I think it's really good.
Maybe he forgot about us. Maybe something happened to him.
Now I won't have any of that. It's puzzle time now, folks. I'm sure it'll come. We just have to be patient.
Papyrus is an extremely positive person.
See, I told you.
Both of you, come with me.
Okay, but you know we haven't eaten anything since the lights came on, right? You didn't forget, did you?
Of course you wouldn't forget something that important, brother. Right?
Right?
I'm going to be doing something different.
I've never seen this room before.
I've written up a set of directions here. They are very clear in every respect. I want you to follow these directions while I observe.
You are going to be cooking dinner.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, there are even pictures. Pot? And a bunch of lines?
Noodles, it says.
Oh, the origin story.
What's it say to do?
Put the pot under the faucet, this thing here, and turn it on?
Water's coming out.
Yeah, it says to fill it, and then what we have to do with
Oh. This is like one of the only like legitimately wholesome moments we've had in a little while.
Wow. Look at it. Oh, it smells good.
A love story for the ages. Papyrus and his pasta.
Sit down over there, at the table, in the chairs.
Look at his little
Don't
face.
get any.
I won't repeat myself. Sit. All right. Here.
For us?
No, you got some too.
I didn't know we could make food.
It's called cooking.
But all we did was follow the instructions.
That's all cooking is.
Wow. So can we?
No more talking.
Well,
Just
okay.
eat.
That was kind of fun, huh?
Just eat it before he takes it away.
Notice that we don't see how or if Sans opens his mouth. The mystery of how Sans eats continues.
Do you remember back before we got the plates, when he'd take us out and leave us in the room while he worked on stuff? And he'd talk to us and teach us things?
Yeah.
Why do you think he did that?
Who knows why he does anything? It was probably some messed up experiment or something.
Maybe he was lonely.
If he was lonely, he would have made people, not things.
Well, maybe he wanted to be friends with things anyway. He wasn't so bad to us back then.
Yes, he was.
Good to us either.
No, but one time I remember he was working on something and you were asleep, and he seemed really frustrated. He said he'd never figure it out, so I told him that I knew he could, and that I believed in him and his smartness. And he looked at me, and he smiled at me. For real. Did he ever smile at you like that?
Great.
Alright. You can rotate the sides of this cube to shift the colors around. The goal is to make each side one solid color. Now, it might take you some time to solve.
Done.
Good. It's very impressive.
Really?
Yes, I wouldn't it take much longer. Here, try again.
Done.
Oh, his little starry eyes.
Yeah, he did.
I wonder why he stopped. Maybe people aren't allowed to be friends with things. Maybe that's why they made him give us the plates and stop being nice to us.
Or maybe he did it because it made it easier for him to do all those messed up things to us. Maybe he planned on doing this the whole time.
Yep.
Do you think he planned on liking us?
I don't think he ever liked us.
I mean, when he smiled at us, those times. Do you think he planned on that?
No.
No. Maybe that's why he did it then. To make himself stop.
I feel kind of sorry for him.
He's not worth it. Don't bother.
It must be hard to be alone all the time. We've always got each other, but he doesn't have anyone. I wonder if he misses us.
Interesting discussions coming up. Yeah, I don't think when he was smiling like, you know, because of what they accomplished. I think he was smiling because of what he believed he accomplished. You know, like anytime they're successful, it's his success. Anytime they improve or, you know, every little victory or whatever, progress or whatever that they make, it's his victory. It's his progress because of his goal, because he made them. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't...
Yeah, but I think you're forgetting how long he hesitated before going through with his original plan. He waited much longer than he should have. And at the very start, in the very first episodes, he was saying, like, my objectivity is being compromised. I have to make myself do this. He convinced himself that he had to convince himself that it was worth it. Because for a while there, he did just let them sit in the rooms and, like, let them watch him do things and, like, figure things out and stuff like that. So that was probably in those times when he was still hesitant to go through with what he was doing. And now he's just in super denial mode. And he's convinced himself that this is what he has to do. That he has to cut himself off from the people he made to protect the few people that he still cares about on the outside. Even though he doesn't want them to care about him.
I think that's his conscience. You know, his conscience doesn't want to let them heal him.
Well,
Because that's too vulnerable.
and his guilt.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, because if they figure out exactly what those wounds are, they might, like, come up with an inkling of how he got them. Asgore's just like, bro, you're being extremely childish right now.
I loved how he just like grabbed him and,
Yeah.
you know.
Asgore's a big guy.
But I'm surprised that he, like in that magic realm, wasn't able to like force the healing on him.
Yeah. Well, I guess it doesn't really help when the person you're trying to heal pulls bones on you. Not very many people can get away with that. But Asgore's too nice. He's too nice towards him.
I want to
Exactly
know
why Gaster's like, stop caring about me. It'll be easier if you don't.
I want to know like when they're gonna find out like what he's been doing.
Yeah. That should be interesting when the time comes.
Yeah.
Papyrus made his first pasta. My baby.
It's like it smells so good. Makes me want some.
Yeah. Poor Sans. He's going through a lot.
Poor baby.
Yeah. I mean, Papyrus gets the brunt of the physical stuff because he can take it, but Sans internalizes so much that it's just like beating him down.
It was good for them to finally have an honest conversation where they agreed to disagree, but with the intention of reconciling.
Yeah.
And I think that's, you know,
Basically, like, I don't agree with what you're saying or what you did, but I still love you.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that more family relationships and disagreements aren't that way, where it's like, you know, agree to disagree and have the hard conversation. Not with the intention of trying to convince the other person that you're right, but with the intention of, like you said, you know, like, we disagree, but I love you and want relationship with you still.
Yeah.
Too much conflict resolution is centered around trying to get the other person to come around to your way of thinking.
Yeah.
And
it's interesting. Papyrus knows about levels of violence and how killing would scar your soul, but Sans doesn't yet. So Papyrus was like, if you'd done that, your soul, and then he just like trailed off because he wasn't in the right mind to explain it to him. But it's interesting because Papyrus knows about that right now, but Sans doesn't. So if Sans had been out there, his levels would have gone up and his soul would have been damaged, and that would have been really bad.
yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where this goes next.
Yeah, we're getting into some interesting territory. I know Gaster can't really be made into a sympathetic character, but I think we're getting more into his train of thought and his motivations.
I was just about to say his core motivations.
Yeah. And how his conscience still affects him even when he's getting into
Despicable.
all that ugly stuff.
Yeah.
So, we'll see you next time.